Hey everybody, welcome back to Don't Do This Guide. If you've ever looked out your window and realized your humble yard is on its way to becoming a mini jungle, trust me, you're not alone. One minute you're admiring your perfectly manicured lawn, and the next, bam, you're staring down a sea of green that looks like it belongs in Jurassic Park. But fear not. In today's episode of Don't Do This Guide, we're going to break down exactly what you should and definitely should not do when faced with a lawn that looks more like a safari than a suburban backyard. So grab your gardening gloves and let's get to work. Alright, before we jump into the good stuff, we need to address the elephant in the room, or rather the overgrown grass that's been staring you down every time you glance out the window. And that means talking about what not to do. Because believe it or not, there are some common mistakes that can turn your lawn care efforts into a disaster. You see, when faced with a lawn that's gone rogue, it's tempting to go into panic mode and reach for the closest weed whacker, thinking, if I just mow this thing down to the ground, everything will be okay. But trust me folks, that's the quickest way to turn a minor setback into a full-blown lawn apocalypse. Picture this, it's a sweltering Saturday afternoon. Your neighbor, let's call him Bob, is sweating profusely as he battles his own personal grassy Everest. Bob's weapon of choice? A rusty old lawnmower he inherited from his great-uncle twice removed. This thing is held together by duct tape and prayers, and its blades are about as sharp as a butter knife. Not a good start, Bob. Bob's convinced that if he just scalps the lawn down to the soil, he'll somehow magically reset the growth cycle and have a pristine pudding green in no time. Spoiler alert, that's not how it works, Bob. Hacking away at your grass with a dull blade is like giving your lawn a bad haircut. It's going to look worse before it gets better. Those jagged cuts make it easier for diseases and pests to infiltrate your grass, and scalping it down to the roots weakens the entire plant, making it more susceptible to stress and damage. And let's not forget about the dreaded thatch buildup. When you scalp your lawn, you're essentially chopping up a ton of grass blades and leaving them to decompose on the surface. This creates a thick layer of thatch that acts like a suffocating blanket, preventing water, nutrients, and air from reaching the roots of your grass. The result? A patchy, brown, and unhealthy lawn that's about as inviting as a patch of dirt. So, what's the moral of the story? Don't be like Bob. Remember, patience and the right techniques are key. We'll guide you through every step to ensure your lawn becomes the envy of the neighborhood. Now that we've covered what not to do, let's dive into the good stuff. Step 1 is all about assessing the situation. This initial assessment is crucial as it sets the foundation for all the work that follows. Before you even think about firing up a lawnmower, take a good, hard look at your lawn and figure out what you're dealing with. This means walking around your yard and taking note of the current state of your grass and any problem areas. How tall is the grass? Is it uniformly overgrown? Or are there patches that are worse than others? What type of grass do you have? Identifying the grass type can help you determine the best care practices and tools to use. Are there any obstacles like trees, rocks, or garden gnomes lurking in the undergrowth? These can pose challenges when mowing and trimming, so it's best to identify them early. Knowing your battleground is half the battle. A thorough assessment will save you time and effort in the long run. Step 2 is choosing the right weapon. And no, I'm not talking about a flamethrower, even though it might be tempting. The right tools can make a world of difference. For most overgrown lawns, a weed trimmer or a string trimmer is your best friend. These tools are designed to handle thick, tall grass efficiently. These bad boys are designed to cut through thick, tall grass without scalping it to death. They allow you to manage the height of the grass gradually. When using a weed trimmer, the key is to take it slow and steady. Rushing can lead to uneven cuts and potential damage to your lawn. Start at the edges of your lawn and work your way inward, overlapping your passes slightly to avoid leaving behind any telltale mohawks. This method ensures a uniform cut, and remember, safety first. Always wear eye protection and long pants when operating power tools. This will protect you from flying debris and potential injuries. Now, once you've taken down the bulk of the overgrowth with your trusty trimmer, it's time to bring in the heavy artillery, the lawnmower. This step will give your lawn a more polished look. But hold your horses, Bob. Before you go full throttle, remember the golden rule of lawn care. Never cut more than 1/3 of the grass blade height at a time. This prevents stress on the grass. This means that if your grass is, say, 6 inches tall, you'll want to mow it down to about 4 inches on the first pass. Gradual reduction is key to maintaining healthy grass. This might seem like a small amount, but trust me, it's much better for the overall health of your lawn. It encourages stronger root growth and reduces the risk of disease. Cutting too much at once can shock the grass and make it more susceptible to disease and pests. A healthy lawn is a resilient lawn. So you've trimmed, you've mowed, now it's time for step 3 cleanup. This step is essential for maintaining a neat and healthy lawn. After all that hard work, you're going to have a lot of grass clippings lying around. These need to be dealt with properly to avoid future problems. While some grass clippings can be beneficial for your lawn, acting as a natural fertilizer, too many can create that dreaded thatch buildup we talked about earlier. Thatch can suffocate your grass. So do your lawn a favor and rake up those clippings. This will help keep your lawn healthy and looking its best. You can compost them, use them as mulch in your garden. Now, on to step 4, watering. This step is crucial for the recovery and growth of your lawn after trimming and mowing. After giving your lawn a much-needed haircut, it's important to give it a good drink of water. This helps the grass recover and promotes healthy growth. The best time to water your lawn is in the morning before the sun gets too high in the sky. This allows the water to soak in before it evaporates. And finally, step 5, maintenance. Consistent care is the key to a beautiful lawn. Regular mowing, watering, and fertilizing will keep your lawn looking its best. With these steps, you'll have a lawn that's not only healthy, but also a joy to look at and enjoy. So, you've tamed the green beast, at least for now? But don't get too comfortable just yet. Your journey to lawn care nirvana doesn't end there. It's a continuous process that requires vigilance and dedication. The first mistake on our hit list is neglecting regular maintenance. This is a surefire way to let your lawn fall into disrepair. Just like any living thing, your lawn needs regular care and attention to thrive. This means setting a schedule and sticking to it. This means mowing it regularly, watering it deeply but infrequently, and fertilizing it a few times a year. Each of these tasks plays a crucial role in maintaining the health and appearance of your lawn. Next up, we've got improper watering techniques. This is a common pitfall that many homeowners fall into. Neglect these essential tasks, and your lawn will let you know about it, loud and clear, with patchy growth, discoloration, and an uncanny ability to attract every weed seed within a 5-mile radius. Overwatering your lawn can be just as detrimental as underwatering it. It's all about finding the right balance. Too much water can suffocate the roots, leading to root rot and other fungal diseases. These issues can be difficult to treat and may require professional intervention. On the other hand, underwatering your lawn will leave it parched and more susceptible to drought stress, pests, and diseases. A dry lawn is a weak lawn. The key is to water deeply and infrequently, aiming for about 1 inch of water per week. This encourages deep root growth and makes your lawn more resilient. A good way to check if you're watering enough is to stick a screwdriver into the soil. This simple test can save you a lot of trouble. If it goes in easily, you're good to go. If not, it's time to adjust your watering habits. If it feels like you're trying to pierce concrete, it's time to give your lawn a drink. Consistent watering is key to a healthy lawn. Now let's talk about the enemy of a healthy lawn: ignoring soil health. This is often overlooked but is incredibly important. Your lawn soil is like its digestive system. If it's not functioning properly, your lawn won't thrive. If the soil is unhealthy, compacted, or lacking in essential nutrients, your lawn won't be able to absorb water and nutrients efficiently, no matter how much you water or fertilize it. This can lead to a host of problems. To keep your soil in tip-top shape, aerate your lawn once a year to improve drainage and airflow, and have your soil tested every couple of years to determine if it needs any amendments like lime or compost. These steps can make a big difference. Another common mistake is mowing with dull blades. This can cause more harm than you might think. Dull mower blades rip and tear at grass blades instead of making clean cuts, leaving your lawn looking ragged and more susceptible to diseases and pests. This can lead to long-term damage. Sharp mower blades, on the other hand, make clean cuts that heal quickly, resulting in a healthier and more attractive lawn. It's a simple fix that can have a big impact, so make it a habit to sharpen your mower blades at least once a year, or more often if you mow frequently. This small step can save you a lot of trouble in the long run. And there you have it, folks. The ultimate guide to taming those overgrown grasses. Remember, a lush, healthy lawn doesn't happen overnight. It takes a bit of effort, a dash of patience, and a whole lot of love. But trust me, the results are well worth it. If this guide helped you in any way, if you learned a new technique, picked up a useful tip, or just got inspired to finally roll up your sleeves and tame that jungle, please hit that like button and subscribe to Don't Do This Guide. Your support helps us keep making awesome content like this. Got questions or personal lawn horror stories? Share them in the comments below. We'd love to hear how you conquered your own overgrown lawn, or what challenges you're currently facing. See you in the next video.